Strategy 1. Stop confusing softness with weakness. Here's the trap most kind people fall into. They think being kind means saying yes to everything, absorbing every demand, and never pushing back. So they do that. And slowly, quietly, they get used up. That's not kindness. That's just poor boundary management dressed up in a nice personality. The fix is simple. Start saying no to one thing today. One request that costs you more than it gives back. Not rudely, just clearly. I can't do that right now. Full stop. No apology spiral, no 12-sentence explanation. The reason this works is that your kindness only has value if there's something left of you to give it. A drained person isn't generous, they're just depleted. And be honest, you felt this today already. The people who mistake your kindness for weakness are counting on you not knowing the difference. The next section is about making sure they're wrong. Strategy 2. Use warmth as a tool, not a reflex. Most kind people are kind automatically. Someone asks, they give. Someone pushes, they fold. It's not a choice, it's a habit, and habits can be exploited. The upgrade here is to stay warm but make it intentional. Warmth on purpose is completely different from warmth on autopilot. Here's what to do today. Before you agree to something, pause for 3 seconds. Just 3. Ask yourself, am I doing this because I want to, or because I'm uncomfortable saying no? That pause is the gap between being used and being genuinely generous. Your brain, when it's on autopilot, treats social discomfort like physical danger. It wants the threat gone fast. Agreeing feels like relief. But that relief has a price tag, and you keep paying it on repeat. Warmth that you choose is a strength. Warmth that just leaks out of you whenever someone applies pressure. That's a vulnerability. And here's the thing, that vulnerability has a name in every social environment you're in. People learn it fast. Strategy 3. Let your standards do the talking. Kind people often avoid conflict by staying vague. They don't say what they actually expect, because stating expectations feels aggressive to them. So nothing gets said. Then something goes wrong. Then they feel resentful. Then they feel guilty for feeling resentful. It's an exhausting loop. Break it today by stating one expectation clearly to someone in your life. Not a complaint, not a lecture, just a clean, direct sentence about what you need. I need this done by Thursday. I need you to let me finish before responding. Simple. The reason this lands better than you'd expect is that most people aren't mind readers. They're just operating on whatever information you've given them. If you give them nothing, they fill the gap with their own convenience. Standards aren't walls. They're just the instructions for how to treat you. Kind people who skip this step end up furious at people who were never given the manual. And here's where it gets interesting, because stating your standards only works if you're willing to back them up. Strategy 4. Follow through or forget it. This is where most kind people collapse. They state a boundary once, someone ignores it, and then nothing happens. No consequence. Just a quiet retreat back to the old pattern. And the other person learns something important. Your limits are decorative. The action here is small but critical. Pick one boundary you've already stated that got ignored. Decide right now what a calm, proportionate response looks like if it happens again. Not a punishment, just a real consequence. Less access, less time, less energy directed their way. When your follow-through is consistent, you don't need to be loud about it. The pattern speaks for itself. This is how kind people actually win. Not by becoming cold or aggressive, but by being completely predictable in a way that earns respect. People stop testing you when they already know the answer. Strategy 5. Protect the source. Everything we've covered, the pauses, the standards, the follow-through, it all runs on one resource, your energy. And kind people are chronic overspenders of it. They give to others first and treat themselves like the last item on the budget. Today, block 30 minutes that belong only to you. Not productive time, not helpful time, just yours. Walk, sit, read something pointless. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you practice treating your own recovery as non-negotiable. Because when you're running low, your patience disappears, your standards slip, and your kindness starts to curdle into resentment. That's not a character flaw. That's just what happens when any system runs without maintenance. Kind people who protect their own energy stay kind longer. Everyone else burns out and wonders why they're suddenly so bitter. The summary for the shredded attention span. Kindness without limits isn't a virtue. It's just a habit that other people benefit from. Pause before you agree to things. State what you expect, clearly and early. Follow through when those expectations get ignored. And protect your own energy like it's the engine that makes all of this possible. That's the whole system. You already knew most of this. You just kept skipping it because it felt uncomfortable. That discomfort is exactly where the work is. Go figure it out.